Hold on. Here we go. Get that charger. Perfect. What about this one? Need charger too? Here we go. All right. So,
I just got back from Mitch McConnell's rehab facility.
At some point, hiring becomes a thing holding your...
While rare, college
are consistent with a surprise attack. They also said that David had no real financial benefit resulting from her death and that protecting his music career is too speculative, that that's not a real identifiable financial gain required by law. And they ended off by saying that there's no proof that David took Celeste's life, that this is all circumstantial and just finger pointing, and there's no hard evidence that he did this. Well, the prosecution had an answer to every single one of these points. She said to the point of lying in wait that Celeste may have planned the meeting, but she didn't know what David had planned for her. He was still the one who ordered the Uber, got her there, unlocked the gate, unlocked the door, and waited for her so he could do what he did. Not consistent with a surprise attack. They also said that David had no real financial benefit resulting from her death and that protecting his music career is too speculative, that that's not a real identifiable financial gain required by law. And they ended off by saying that there's no proof that David took Celeste's life, that this is all circumstantial and just finger.
Obama killed the limousine? He didn't just kill. Stay away from cancers. Yes, I...
جماعة تجي الشلالة بعيد عن سياتل تقريبا من السيارة 40 دقيقة.
Hi.
I heard someone say, if someone handed you a box of everything you ever lost, what's the first thing you will look for? I look for my mom,
Oh.
my sister, my aunt, my uncle, my grandfather, my grandmother. This shit is so tough.
I know.
You know the goal is to always smell sweet and edible.
Okay, so I did not come up with this.
So I took the laundry downstairs, and unfortunately I don't have wash and dryer in my home, so that's what I have to deal with downstairs. And I'm here in my closet, and I finished clean and organized everything for rest of the week. Get ready for rest of the week. Let's see if I can this charger instead. Hold on. Is that okay? Is that charging now? Yeah, it's charging. Perfect. And I can get that long on.
They were out on the lake somewhere in Mexico when this creature appeared.
I've partnered with Adobe.
All right, so the laundry still have 22 minutes for the wash, and then get back downstairs for the dryer. Let's see. Yeah, still have work to do all the way till 6 p.m. today. Let me see. I need to prepare for tomorrow. Okay. And then I have the day after tomorrow, doctor appointment. And then, okay. I'll see how's that work. Move this one. Move that. And then tomorrow. All right, and then
Show you how.
And so it's like right now, I'm playing a game of chess. And I'm going to end up, you know, leaving it alone. Right? Because a lot of the people that I was supposed to bring on this next chapter that's about to open up is not coming. And I had envisioned when I started this, I envisioned envisioned all these people right here. And now it's literally down to my 2 hands. And the numbers are going to get smaller as I keep going. So it's like, it sucks.
Alright, for tomorrow.
So many.
College parent. هاي جايز سو بس ردت الطاقة ان العالم يلي يدزوا لي رسائل انه كل شي زين لايك ماما ما انسجنت بس دا تحكي ويا الشرطة اللي هسه برا من ساعة لايك 10 اللي هسه هم دا يحجون فتشوا السيارة وفتشوا الغرفة يتأكدون انه ماكو شغلة العالم اللي خابروا دا يتهمونا بيها ما موجودة
يا
obviously
ساتر.
بس دا يحجون وياها اللي هسه investigation or whatever so ان شاء الله كل شي يكون زين بس ان شاء الله ما يسجنوها obviously I don't think راح يسجنوها because ما طلع اكو شي يلي العالم كانوا مخابرين عليه so بس اطلب من عندكم تدعونا وان شاء الله اذا ترجع تفتح لكم لايف لو باكر لو عقبه باي باي. No, Ashley,
Okay, so
you said that you're not raising your kids to be disrespectful, that you didn't raise them to bully anyone online. But
hello.
you didn't raise them. You left them with your parents. Well, you did your thing. Well, you had no place to go because you didn't want to go back to the barn. You claim that your kids are good kids and this and that, but wasn't it one of your daughters telling Tampa to pull up? I mean, do I need to remind you that it was them? So you tried to paint this picture, however, just another skit because you're down bad, girl. No one's viewing you. Everyone's seeing right through the skits. Everyone's seeing.
Hold on. Okay. I'm just making a plan about the rest of the week. What I need to wear and what I need to get based on each day. So I have to pack my stuff for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay, so I write down all from today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then also Tuesday. All right, write everything down.
Right through the lies, and you just don't know what else to talk about. You're boring. Dad, do I need to remind you? You're the TikTok furniture. You're just there. And the only reason people watch you is because you're funny to make fun of. Because Wednesday is the big day. We all know you tend to crash out when you're under stress. And also when you're under the influence. So, but we all know your life is a dumpster fire. And we're just watching it burn and grow and grow and grow. Until it finally burst. So, you can keep thinking that you're a good mom, but we all know you're not a good mom. Truth hurts.
Can we just get this woman, Melissa, a thank you for her service? She's a celebrity makeup artist who specifically does Selena Gomez's makeup, and she teaches us so many things that should not be. I specifically learned how to not crease my concealer under my eyes. Thanks to her. She's taught us honey-eye girlies how to actually do eyeliner. If you're brilliant, this restaurant owner just blew up her. Moving in with roommates is
Okay, and I have okay, and I have interesting. But you say cannot see my pants. Oh, I see why, because you're not there. Okay, hold on. Yes. Makes so much sense now. There we go. All right, now you can see my pants and everything. Cool. So, all right, what I'm watching here.
Yo, if you're building a company, the mean thing, was interesting because when it first came out, I hated that picture.
You know what kills germs? And phantom smells.
9.
You know what kills germs in 90 seconds? Why do you think they use iodine in hospitals to sterilize an area before surgery? It's because iodine kills germs and prevents infection. We wash our hands several times a day, but 90% of germs get in through here, our nose. So you should phantom smells.
They're regretting how this is how sick.
Did you know that?
Another day and another vehicle watching you. And why do I say that? Because a man was kind of left in shock.
Was she prescribed?
y'all sit here and always want to bring the kids in this, and the kids ain't got nothing to do with us. Okay, if you don't like me, you don't like me. That's fine, but leave them out of it because they didn't do nothing to you. You don't even know them. So if you're jealous because you didn't have the life that they have, I'm sorry. Go tell your parents something, but don't tell me. Like, what I mean.
You have never been on a cruise like this, and if you sail with Virgin Voyages, you understand
Show me a text.
The internet is going.
now when you.
Hi.
Open.
ما جامل الكل يعرفني ما جامل ابدا لا مجد باي شيء ما جامل يعرفوني هواي ناس اصدقائي ومقربين يعني انا اونست اكلت ريوق بمطعم صاج الريف مو طيب والله عباره عن دهن، يعني مقلين الدهن بالبيض هيك، دهن هوايه مليان دهن.
Oh no.
يعني ما عجبني بصراحه، لا القهوه طيبه ولا الشاورما بالبيض طيب. ليش زعلوا من عندي؟ هذا اللي اقوله انا. لا تصدقون الدعايات، لا تصدقون الناس اللي تمرغوا روحها بالطين على مود الاكل، على مود الدعايه. اني كلش ذواق بالاكل لان انا رياضي، مو موضوع اكل صحي او غير صحي، بس الدهن بشكل يعني كلش هوايه. واللحم نوع اللحم قوي، عباره عن لاستيك. تحياتي.
Bro, what happened?
If I'm waking up as
If your eyes on.
when I'm reading a book,
It's getting worse. It's getting worse. And I don't know what happened.
I like to think I've learned. The In and Out employee who was.
Why is everything so boring? I want to watch something to watch.
Tyler album flop.
Breaking news with the singer David. A judge just ruled moments ago he will stand trial in the killing of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The judge said today the evidence.
Beyonce never headed to Italy.
You're never going to go outside again after watching this.
We should do one as Kata.
Looks like Albondis Trevino was not lying when she said that they're taking Joanna back to court. Joanna just posted this video showing that she started a GF account to help with legal fees in regards to the cyberbullying she's been experiencing. If you guys remember, a couple days ago, Albondis Trevino was saying that she was paying so Fester could take Joanna back to court and try to take her daughter away from Joanna. Albondis and Festers are claiming that they are better parents than Joanna because they have their kids all of a sudden. But we all know, Albondis, you got your girls because you needed to look good for court, so stop playing. And I know a lot of people have been telling Joanna to start this and take him back to court, because if you haven't watched my video doing a recap of the divorce decree, he has broken a lot of those things that putting them talking bad about Joanna online, and that's been but I also hope their minister and Albondis Trevino are ready, because this happened. You guys know the amount of clips that people are gonna send in regards to Fiona to that family court. Meanwhile, Ashley is family court. Pastor has living in his home, so I really see it hard for him trying to take
Day.
Joanna's daughter away from her. Anyways, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this?
Everyone needs that healthy, hydrated, glowy skin, especially if you're wearing makeup. And I'm going to show you your new skincare bestie that has you covered. This is Clarins Extra Firming Energy, and it's a 2-in-1 firming and radiance boosting cream. It brings an immediate glow as
Hello, everyone. شلونك ضلعي؟
I'm sorry.
واحد يتم الاعتداء عليها. طيب مو
What happens when.
just
All right.
يا زميلي اشققك والله.
عرض شرف ناموسي طبعا.
زوجك قصير من الحجاب.
ايوه القلب
اخذنا.
قال شيء بلغاريا التعيب على الجيوشي بس شلوني تحكيها بغضب.
The heck?
Beef jerky. Breaking news, David just released.
العراق الله كان
من أسوأ الحاجات اللي الستات بتعملها إنك تلاقيها بتراقب موبايل جوزها.
For you and Hanson Terry.
All right, guys. So I don't know if you saw this, but Caitlyn Jenner is stuck in Israel right now.
Hello everyone. Here's one of the ونبدأ معانا بأول برج في وحدة ساحرة زوجها. اوكي. تخيلوا ساحرة زوجها كيف؟ كانت تحس إنه زوجها ده قاعد يخونها من فترة طويلة جدا. اوكي. بعدين قالت أنا إيش لي الكلام ده خليني أروح.
I have to go measure the stuff because a lot of these clothes get small on me because I gained the weight. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay.
ده سحر مو شيء طبيعي وما ادري صراحه كيف يعرفوا ده الشيء بس تخيلوا قالوا انه هذه زوجتك اللي ساحرتك ما ادري كيف يعرفوا هم السحرة دول. المهم يقوم الساحر ده يديه 3 خيارات. تخيلوا يقول له عندك خيار اول انك تتطلق من هذه زوجتك اللي سحرتك عشان الموضوع ده كله يتقفل. عندك خيار ثاني انه انت كمان تسحرها نفس السحر تصير أرد لها السحر ده. يعني لا هو قال أنا بطلقها وخلاص يعني انتهى الموضوع يتقفل أو إنه أبطل أخون. قال لا خلاص بس برد لها السحر. تصير هي كل ما تفكر تخونني يصير فيها نفس الشيء. makes no sense صح؟ تخيلوا رد لها السحر وعادي خلاص ما كمل حياته. الموضوع يعني هو يتأذى وهي تتأذى من الجهتين بس هي ما كانت تتأذى لأنه هي ما كانت تخونه. إلين خلاص لما شافت إنه هذا مو قاعد يتغير قامت خلاص تبى تشوف حياتها زيه. بدت خلاص إنها تستوعب إنه هي كمان فيها شيء نفس السحر زي اللي رد لها السحر بس كذا تخيل تحمل تستوعب حالها وما تقدر تطلع من الزواج هذا لأنه خلاص هي حامل وما حتستخير وما حتسيب ذا الزوج. لأنه حتى هي لما راحت للساحر قال لها نفس الكلام. قال لها لازم تتركيه يعني الزواج هذا لازم ينتهي بسرعة. تخيل ولا واحد فيهم أخذ برأي الساحر. الساحر قاعد ينصحهم إنه خلاص أنتوا الاثنين تركوا بعض. هم الاثنين لا مكملين عادي نسحر بعض لين نهاية الدهر وبس. هم الاثنين تخيلوا الآن مكملين مع بعض ولا واحد فيهم يبغى يتراجع وهي حامل وما يقدر يطلع من الزواج ده. الكابل التوكسيك المريض هم الاثنين لاقين على بعض. أحس لو روحوا مكان ثاني ما حينفع. يعني هم الاثنين لازم يكونوا مع بعض.
The new $25,000 Tesla Model Q will absolutely blow your mind. This thing is going to be the one that will put all other car companies to possibly bankruptcy because who can compete with this $25,000 brand new Tesla? This thing, I mean, listen, potentially we're going to see something about this in Q4 because that's what Tesla said. They've been saying for a long time. They said this thing should be 50.
Listen to me. Here's the real reason they turned.
أنا متجوزة
Okay,
Doro لو لبست.
so much of أنا مش قادرة أصدق الخبر ده. مش قادرة.
See if you can save money.
Rashawn posting on Twitter about her transitioning to a man makes so much sense to me because the way this girl always gave masculine to me, I mean, I'm not really shocked. I guess she was like, hey, I'm gonna live my truth, okay? I've been with Blueface, I let him do what he wanted to do to me. I had a child. Now it's time for me to actually. It gives male energy. It gives masculine, okay? You can literally tell she does not know how to be a lady. Like, let's be real. That situation with her mom when she had baby, the moment she puts on them clothes, the sweatpants and jogging suits and all of that stuff and baggy this and baggy that.
I'll go change the clothes, put in the dryer, and come back. Out. I'll keep my phone here. Right back. So 4 dryers and 4 of them full and busy. Maybe I'll go check in a few. That's not cool.
Renee. So Joe's taking her power back and she went ahead and released it herself. She's not ashamed of anything. This is her life, the Ashley and the Joes. Anyone making fun of Joe? And this is the best revenge we could do is to have fun and keep supporting mothers and keep supporting each other in a positive way. And Ashley could never get that on this app. She has no one positive with her on this app. Heartbreaking doesn't even like her. Okay? And that's just what it is.
I don't think she does. Because the videos that I've seen, it's almost like she is clowns on her.
She just wants attention, and this is the only way she gets it, is if she's online. Yeah, she does not like that girl. Matter of fact, Heartbreak is about an hour from me, chat. And I already told Heartbreaky back in the day, after me and her fell out, if she really wanted to take it there, we could. Okay? So she needs to keep Joe's name out her mouth. Okay? And so
Yeah, it looks like she's just taunting her with things too, you know? So, whatever. I don't even know her. I don't even know them, so.
they're no one to know, honey. They're all horrible people. They barely like themselves. Their family doesn't like them. Like, it's just...
Alright, how are these pens?
Crossing it is usually discouraged unless necessary, like avoiding those. It creates a clear visual boundary that helps maintain steady traffic flow and reduces sudden lane changes. Broken white line. A broken white line separates lanes moving in the same direction and allows drivers to change lanes when it's safe. The gaps are intentional, giving flexibility without removing structure. This type of marking is common on multi-lane roads where traffic needs to move more freely. It balances order with choice, letting drivers adapt to conditions. Solid yellow line. A solid yellow line divides traffic moving in opposite directions and signals that.
All right, check this out. Let me show you how you can automate your Creative Cloud apps to work.
I called it.
شفتوا الابديت الجديد في قضية ديفيد؟ أنا قلت رسمي معاكم وعندي موضوع. يلا بس كذا نبدأ نسولف. المهم شفتوا الابديت في قضية ديفيد؟ البنت المتوفية اللي اسمها سيليست أول شيء كانت حبيبته، أوكي؟ كانت حبيبته وهي عمرها 11 سنة. تخيلوا مو بس اكتشفوا إنه هو اللي أنهى حياتها، اكتشفوا إنه هو أنهى حياتها وهو مخطط من البداية. صدمة في آخر الابديتس اللي صارت في محاكمته. تخيلوا عرفوا إنه الصغيرة هذه البنت سيليست كانت حامل في فترة وهم قاعدين يتواعدوا. مو بس كانت حامل، كانت حامل غرض عشان يساعدوا في الجريمة هذه، أشياء يتخلص فيها من سيليست المسكينة دي. في شيء ثاني كنت بقول لكم إياه، شيء يعني مرة حبيته. أخذت هذا الكولاجين يا بنات لأنه حصلت عليه مدح مرة كثير هنا في التيك توك. كثيرين قاعدين يتكلموا عنه إنه كيف هو حلو، يكون أظافر منه كولاجين وبيوتين، يعني للشعر للأظافر أوكي. وكمان للكولاجين، يعني كيف تستفيدي من الكولاجين وحلال. فقلت ليش لا، أنا أظافري مرة ضعيفة، يعني مرة ضعيفة، عشان كذا يعني حسيت إنه I need إنه أنا يكون كولاجين وبيوتين في مكان واحد، فطلبته. شوفوا بنات شوية بس، باقي 8 أيام. بودرة تحطيه موية بعصير زي ما انت حابة. والأب What is this?
Bracelets, your necklaces, your statues will take the hit for you instead of you. These are amulets for protection. Like I said, they're tools. So when certain energetic attacks or when someone wants to wish bad on you, whatever, your bracelets, your necklaces. Care to tell you that one she lift came close to me to grab my arm like this. My Santa Muerte bracelets broke. you ask my ex-husband, I'm bad. If you ask my man now, I'm amazing. Your statues will take the hit for you instead of you.
I'm glad they didn't break when I shook your hand.
I even had friends that I think were my friends that come over, and my statues would break.
What you mean? Like they would knock them over, or what you mean break?
They would walk past them and they would break. I've had this one girl, like she got down and she sat like.
As far as
عرفت أضرب نفسي نص منافقين نص دجالة ونص عقادة الدينار قلت نص صمايل عقادة الدينار.
So David's mother knew that Celeste was pregnant? This fucking story just keeps getting crazier by the fucking day.
Listen, as a celebrity makeup artist, now Ashley has 2 teenage girls, and yet she would be seen online talking to this guy, saying things like, "Oh, baby, I know you didn't do those things," and would even mock the victims. Watch this video.
God, they said honestly rip to those who lost their lives. They're commenting so many stupid things. Why is it funny? Because y'all are sitting there posting that on my stuff. That's why it's funny. Because y'all are sitting there making it seem like some man is guilty of that when he had nothing to do with that. So that's why it's so funny, because y'all are blaming somebody that's innocent. Like, y'all don't even know the whole friggin' story, bro.
The victims that she is laughing about are 19-year-old Aviana Cortez and 13-year-old Elizabeth Juarez. And she claims that this guy is innocent, but his DNA was literally found on the shell casings. She has also mentioned wanting to reach out to this person, Chris Watts, the man who unalived his pregnant wife and 2 young daughters, claiming that he probably wouldn't have done those things if he was happy. So now she's apparently involved with this guy, Santos. Now, Santos is a 19-year-old creator with allegations of DV against him, and he flew from California to Texas to meet Ashley after the 2 of them gave attention on this app. Now, apparently, one of her daughters actually had a really big crush on Santos, but that did not deter Ashley from doing the following. So, Santos flies from California to Texas to hang out with Ashley, and he set up this whole makeup crew to come and glam her up, and they did this whole big ordeal like she was getting ready to go to the prom, posting all of this right in front of her high school age daughter, who, by the way, dropped out of high school, so she wouldn't even get to experience prom because her mom isn't encouraging her to make better choices. So that night, Ashley and Santos go out, they live stream the whole thing, they're flirting, and then at one point, Ashley tells everyone that she has seen his pee-pee and Santos has seen her nude. Then on Christmas, she spent the whole day cooking a brisket for Santos, and then she crashed out because he wasn't answering her calls, he wasn't showing up. So she went online saying that she hates him, she's crying, and then finally he calls her and said that he was just sleeping apparently, but he's still coming over. He then apparently comes over, and there's other people there as well, just not her daughters, even though it's Christmas. And they're live streaming as they're partying and drinking. Well, someone watching the live actually called the cops because they knew that Santos was underage. So the cops show up, and while she's streaming this, while she's partying on live and drinking with Santos and these other people, she says that she gets a text from her daughter that says, quote, "Mom, I miss you. Can I please come spend the night with you?" She reads that text and then she starts laughing and just completely blows it off and then calls her dad because the cops are at her house checking IDs. And Santos then gave the cops a fake ID that claimed he was 24 years old, but multiple people have since called the police, CPS, and other departments urging authorities to step in and do something because she keeps acting so vile and putting her kids in these situations. Now, one incident that caught her a lot of heat was when she was literally using a personal toy called a rose on a live feed and literally pleasured herself on the live feed. And her kids are on this app. In another video, she also admitted that if her daughter ever lied about her age to hook up with a guy who was over the age of 18, she wouldn't call the cops because, quote, she was young once. Now leave it to Ashley Trevino to make Casey Anthony look like a better mom. I mean, I didn't think it could be done. I still hate Casey Anthony though. As of right now, there seems to be a collective effort to unfollow her on December 31st. So if you are currently following her, make sure to participate in this effort to get this person deplatformed because she has nothing of substance or value to this app while in turn traumatizing her daughters.
Every morning, 15 minutes till September. That's all it takes to shock everyone who haven't seen you in months. On Monday, August 3rd, we start the Calisthenics Challenge for women. Just 15 minutes a day. A simple daily routine to build strength and a body you'll actually love. These short workouts help to flatten your belly and tone your glutes, all from home. By August 10th, you'll feel stronger. By August 17th, you'll start seeing muscle. By August 24th, you'll look hotter than before. Stay consistent with the routine, and this summer, you'll feel confident showing up in a bikini. Start where you are. Tap the screen to join. Just 15 minutes a day. A simple daily routine to build strength and a body you'll actually love.
A little refresh before Ariana Grande, as a grown woman, decides she's going to feed herself the way she does or not, go on tour, regardless of what people have to say about her body. Choose her wardrobe, regardless of what people have to say. Ariana gets criticism for her body looking absolutely wild. People showing real concern. And the community. We find a way to make this Cynthia Erivo's problem, because why? Ariana Grande's parents don't see her leave the house every day. Her brother, her publicist, her manager, nobody sees her looking the way she's looking. Nobody saw her release that music video. Nobody saw her release the picture she does. Nobody saw her on tour every day. Nobody sees her every day. Cynthia looks perfectly fine. There was a point when Cynthia was looking real strange. Fries. Omelets. I think she's vegan. I'm not sure. Whatever she is, she got right, like the ambulance coming. And we're blaming her for Ariana's problems, because why? Y'all are not well.
This video is for the girlies who are in the growing era this year, who are trying to feel good from the inside out. Because I don't know about you, but whenever I'm not feeling good internally, it just throws me off. So I'm really excited to be partnering with Docalex on this video. So lately, I've been adding these Docalex daily gut support gummies into my routine just to help me feel a little more in sync day to day. The kicker is that these aren't laxatives. Instead, it's a magnesium gummy for daily gut support. Gummies come taking my gummies, I always make sure to wash them down with some water. Overall, these gummies help me feel more in balance, and I love how it's easy for me to stay consistent with them. I also like how they naturally work with your body and are stimulant-free.
The rich Muslims, the ones that hire me to plan their third, fourth weddings in Saudi Arabia, they're all on it. It's usually the poor people who believe this is haram, just like Christians who think this is satanic. It's usually the poor people who think that. The people up there in society, they're the ones who are calling me and they're talking to you.
Yeah, the plot. When it comes to numerology, we do have numerology within Islam as well. We've had books written on it around 1,200 years ago.
نصيحة لأي حدا جاي يزرع أسنان تركب جسر يربط بين الزرع وبين السن الطبيعي، والسبب أن السن ماسك بالعظم عن طريق الربط، أما الزرعة تلتحم في العظم فتكون ثابتة ما تتحرك أبدا. فلما تيجي ناكل السن يتحرك والزرعة ثابتة، مع الوقت الضغط والحمل كله يجمع عند الزرعة، فالعظم حواليه يقوم يذوب بالتدريج لحد ما نفقد الزرعة.
With Lemonade, your insurance claims are handled instantly. Sign up at lemonade.com.
إذا كنت من مستخدمي أجهزة التدخين الإلكتروني فيب فاحذر. فهناك دراسة حديثة كشفت عن أنها تحتوي على جرعات متزايدة من النيكوتين المسبب بالإدمان. وكشفت دراسة أيضا التي أجريت على فئة المراهقين عن ارتفاع مستويات مادة الكوتينين، إحدى نواتج أيضا النيكوتين في أجسامهم 3 مرات تقريبا خلال بضعة أشهر في أواخر عام 2024.
Quit my job 7 months ago due to burnout with no plan. This is the update. So I quit my corporate job at the end of last year with the intention of just like healing my burnout and figuring shit out again. And at that time, I was kind of telling everyone that I would give myself to like August before I started thinking about going back to work and stuff. And now that it's almost August, I'm realizing that like that was just something I was telling people. Like I never really believed that I
I just like felt weird and embarrassed to tell people that I was like having a sabbatical or taking a gap year or whatever, instead of just saying like I'm leaving corporate and I don't intend to go back. Like I think I was just afraid to say that out loud. And even saying it out loud now, I'm a little scary because the truth of the matter is that I really don't intend to go back. I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I do need to like pay bills. I just don't feel like having to cosplay a corporate worker bee that cares about the career ladder. Like, I don't feel like that has to be an option. For me, anyway. Honestly, I'm just the happiest I've ever been, I think. But the update is that I'm still not working and I still love it.
So let me ask y'all a question, all right? Because I am genuinely curious. Women have perplexed me for a while now. My question is this: how are y'all surviving? Because she clearly don't have a man. She says she don't even understand how she's gonna be able to pay bills. But she quit corporate America, and I have a couple of different questions here. My first question is, how are y'all surviving? My second question is corporate America really that difficult for y'all to survive in, to where you feel like you have to move the income that somebody is paying you to go there? And this is coming from a guy that actually believes that women need to leave the workforce and actually be more or less stay-at-home mothers and all of that type of stuff, and maybe do work that's meaningful to them, you know, be a part-time teacher or teacher's aide, or volunteer doing something meaningful, right? And so I'm an advocate for that lifestyle for women, because I believe that is probably the best thing for our culture and our society. But I'm also realistic about some of the women that are out here in the streets today. And I know that you don't have a man because you say it. You say you don't have a man that then puts you in a position to do that type of thing. So my first question is, how are y'all surviving?
We're done with street. I don't give a fuck. Why are you painted that way? Why are you painted that way? Why the fuck are you painted that way? It's going to walk that way. Put the camera down. Put the camera down.
منطق هو ابو عبد الله منطقت شلون يقول لي انا جبت لك اربعه قلت له انت قلت لي واحد قوم مثلا تجاوب هناك قال له انت قلت له اعطيني لبد اروح.
Welcome to our new house. I thought we could break it in by making some sourdough. Aside from Marilyn, the ghost that lives here, there's a man with a chainsaw in the basement tearing out a wall. He's literally right below me. It's vibrating the ground. Marilyn, my ghost, is supervising. I have family coming into town in a few hours, and so I want to make a lot of bread. I'm forgetting how to make bread in a minute. How much? I can't find my rubber band, so I'm just going to mark this with a Sharpie. I'll come back when I come back. She is risen. I just did the math. This is going to make about 8 loaves of bread. The last time I did that, it was a disaster.
10 dreams before or after people will really do.
Hey, Ash Trevino, instead of ordering more laundry soap, you should order a call with a therapist. That way you can go ahead and try to unpack all of the trauma from being a dirty, musty, gross child who was also poor. That way you don't have to continue buying laundry soap every chance you get and hoarding it to a disgusting degree. I don't know why you don't think that that is not normal behavior, but that is not normal behavior overall. You always remember your first. Never orgasm blush. I still remember seeing the name of Sephora and thinking, wait, what? But once I tried...
يوميا واحد متعارك أو طيري محتاجة وجاي أقول لكم الواتش الأخباري. اليوم العركة واحدة نشرت إذا أنت تتزوجين واحد عراقي فأنتي راح تندمين حياتك راح يطيح حظك pretty much راح تتعنفين بلا بلا بلا. أعتقد هي اللي نشرت هذا لأنه تشوف هواي حوادث صايرة بالعراق عن تعريف المرأة و the most recent one هو الدكتورة فيروزة. أوكي. المهم راح أحمد حسام نشر إنه ليش الناس يطلعون برا العراق ويقعدون ياكلون عراق. ليه وقاعد يحكي like المهم قاعد ينتقدها بس بطريقة بصراحة يعني كان المفروض يحكي فكرته من غير فشار. اوكي فالمهم قاعد يمشي على الناس يطلعون مرة يطلع على وجه وقاعد يقول انه مو الكل ليش تعممين ليش ما ادري ايش لا 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 احنا ما مو كلنا نفس الشيء and I agree مو الكل نفس الشيء بس بنفس الوقت تبشروا لا تقربون عقله لا تقربون عقله. همين تشجع على العنف وهذا الشيء اذا تقول تنزل هذا البوست لانه بالاخير هو قال خل اروح اعنف لي وحده اوكي وهذا الشيء ممنوع يعني اوكي المفروض يعني ممنوع المهم نشهد واحدة ثالثة تقول انه نو هاي تتعمم وانت تتعمم واحنا قاعدين ناكل كعكة بالنص. Why are we doing this? Like why are we doing this? انه انت قاعد تقول بالاخير خليني اروح اعنف لي وحده هذا الشيء مو مال اللي ينضحك به حتى لو تريد تسوي كوميديا سوداء this is not okay and I agree so I don't know which side to be on I am ماخذة لا سايد ولا واحد لأنه هل كل واحدة تسوي علاقة معنفة؟ No of course not التعميم من الجهتين ما حلو إمام واحد مثلا ينشر ينتقد أحد مدري إيش المفروض يعني ما يستخدم كلمات بها عام أو I don't know.
So now I use this 4-tier
Okay,
medicine
I'll
storage
go
box to
check
keep
the
our
laundry.
family medicine or
I'll go check the laundry, do dryer and come back. So they have a people, their clothes already dry, but they still didn't take their clothes. And I do not want to touch their clothes. So 4 machine, 2 is already busy, and 2, the people already have their clothes and they didn't remove it yet. Which is it's already dry, but
easy to see and easy.
And now you can get a Tesla for $165 a month, as low as $165.
If your skin isn't doing
6 مرات 5 في السعودية مرة هنا. المشكلة ما أقدر أتعامل على البنك بشكل مشبع يخدم مشروع جدا.
كمية الناس اللي قالوا يجون تتكلم عن محمد سالو وإيش رأيك في الموضوع مرعبة. بس أنا ما أحب أتكلم عن شيء أوريدي في ناس تكلموا عنه بس أنا بقول لكم وش المشكلة الأساسية بالموضوع. المشكلة الأساسية في محمد سالو نفسه عنده تساؤل غربي للحياة أو تساؤل غربي للموروث العربي والثقافة العربية تجاه الزواج وجالس يحاول يدخل هالتفكير إلى مجتمع كون نفسه وموروثه من آلاف السنين على أسلوب حياة يحمي حقوق المرأة ويحمي حقوق الرجل بالإسلام بالدين الإسلامي يعني الموروث حقنا العربي موروثنا العربي متأثر تأثير كبير بالإسلام. خلونا نبدأ في البداية. هو يقول أنا ليش أدفع 15,000 في ذهب في بداية الزواج وأصلا حتى في مقابل أو في بث كان يتكلم يقول إنه هو خطب أكثر من 5
5 مرات في السعودية أو 6 مرات، وإنه كانت مشكلته مع الآباء إنه يروح يحاجج الأب في فلوس المهر، إنه يعني ليش أنا بدفع مثلا 15,000 في ذهب للبنت هذه. المشكلة الأساسية الاقتصادية النفسية العالمية لك أنت يا محمد سامي، السؤال اللي راح تسأل نفسك، هل أنت ما عندك 15,000 عشان تحطها في ذهب في عمر 40 سنة؟ إذا هذه مشكلة يعني تتفاهم معها مع محاسن. أنت وين وصلت؟ كيف ما عندك المادة أو القدرة إنك تتزوج؟ مش الكل مقتدر فعلا، لكن أنت على حسب اقتدارك. أكيد مثلا ما يكون مثلا عندك 15,000 تحطهم ذهب، ممكن يكون عندك 5,000 أو مثلا 6,000، بس على حسب عمرك. يعني إذا أنت مثلا توك عمرك 26 سنة توك متوظف، أكيد ما راح يكون عندك المبالغ الهائلة هذه إلا كان في دعم من العائلة، وهذا يجي دور المجتمع في الزواجات. أنا عندي مشكلة برضو ثانية، مو بس مع محمد سلمى، مع العموم. يعني ترى جودة حياة زوجتك، وأنا أتكلم عن جودة حياة يعني السفريات، هي تسوي أظافرها، تسوي شعرها، ترى جودة حياتها من جودة حياتك أنت. أعطيك مصطلح غربي، happy wife happy life. جودة حياتها هي عشان تعيش إنسانة سعيدة، أنت بتصير إنسان سعيد. كيف تبي تقتصر عليها الكوفي، تقتصر عليها الحلا، تقتصر عليها الحياة الكويسة، عشان احنا ممكن لو حوشت فلوسها حنودي عيالنا مكان انترناشونال. مو ضروري عيالك يدخلون مدارس انترناشونال، اذا انت مو عندك، اذا انت ما عندك فلوس تدخل عيالك مدارس عالمية ولا غالية، دخلهم ولو شرط العناية العسكرية، مو بلازم، مو ضروري. دخلهم مدارس حكومية، وش زين، وش حياته في مدارس حكومية زين وطيب، وتخرجهم من مدارس حكومية، شو المشكلة يعني؟ في ناس وعلية القوم برضو تخرجوا مدارس. يعني انت مشكلتك مش مع انه دارس، ولا مش مشكلتك انه يعني ان اطفالك، انت بتطلع المرأة بصورة انها انانية وما تعرف تحكم الفلوس وما تعرف تحط فلوسها وين. ما لك شغل، ان شاء الله تستلم الراتب تحرقه. ما تمسك ولاعة كذا، تمسك الراتب تسوي كذا تحرق الراتب. ايش عليك؟ ايش عليك؟ والرجال يوم يجون عندك يقول لك يا محمد ترى الموضوع كذا، ترى الموضوع كذا، تقبل. يعني ما فهمت، انا مع ان الواحد يطلع ويغير افكاره، وفي اشياء عندنا بالعادات والتقاليد يعني حلو ان الواحد يتساءل، حلو ان الواحد يقول لا احنا ليش قاعدين نسوي هذا الشيء، احنا ليش مطبعين بهذه الاطباع، ليش احنا ماسكين هذا الشيء. اذا هو ما هو يعني شرط اسلامي، ولا هو مثلا عباده ويخص مثلا عادات وتقاليد جزء معين، نقدر نناقشها كنقاش. يعني إذا فيها شيء من الأفورة. هذا برضو فيديو ثاني. الرجل هذا موضوع على البودكاست طلع اللي يقول إنه إذا رجل خانك عوافي، يعني الرجال راح تقول كل الرجال هذا كله الرجال الخلوق والمدري وش المدري الهبد اللي قاعد يصير في البودكاست حاليا. بتكلم أنا عن كيف الرجل يتأدب. الرجل ما يتأدب بالسكوت، الرجل ما يتأدب عموما أي إنسان. في دراسات تثبت ان لما الانسان يعني يمسكونه ويشرشحونه قدام العالم كله وناخذ عبره لمن لا يعني لمن لا يتعظ، يعني هنا يتأدب الواحد، مو بالسكوت عنه لا. يعني انت لا تتكلمين عن شرع، ولا قاعد تتكلمين عن، انت قاعد تتكلمين عن مداراة. ما في، لا تدارين من ما هو ولدك، هو حتى لو انه ولدك ما راح يتغير أي شيء في المجتمع إلا إذا كان في ردع واضح وصريح للتصرفات هذه. يعني ما فهمت، ما أحب أنا الضعف، ما أحب الضعافة، لا غلط قدام. يعني دقيقة، تكلموا بواقعية، مجتمعات واقعية، على دراسات مبنية على بحوث مبنية على دكاترة. طب احنا الناس اللي نروح الجامعات واللي ناخذ شهايد ونضيع حياتنا أكاديميا، وش فائدة أمنا؟ وش فائدة أمنا لو قاعدين نستخدم العلم هذا حقنا ودراسات والتاريخ والجغرافيا ودراسة علم البشر وعلم الاجتماع وكل هذه، ايش فائدتها إذا احنا مو قاعدين نحطها في نقاشات وجالسين نقول يا أخي مشي غلط مرة واحدة خانك مرة واحدة. If you want to know me, come on boy, just show me what it is I'm missing. It's been way too long. Just don't get your hopes up. Why don't pick my phone up? I'm just being honest. You're not the only one.
behind this is because they disabled it remotely because he missed a payment. The company, car company, or whoever's controlling maybe the finance, whoever it is, right? But the fact, think about this. You're cruising along, you claim you made your payment, right? But what if somehow there was some interference in regards to making your payment didn't go through? Because there's always going to be something that could prevent that from happening, right? Straight up. And you're driving along the way, and boom, your car shuts off. Imagine that. I'm just saying, man, this thing, if and when it rolls out, let's say this rolls out. Can you imagine that? Has that could potentially happen due to this? That's crazy. He could not imagine. Neither could I.
Yo, Astro is getting called out yet again, which, oh my gosh, y'all, this girl is just a mess. You know what's so crazy? Is I don't know if you guys remember, within the past like 2 months, she literally made a video stating, oh my gosh, I was gonna say stating, and then I was gonna say saying, but I put both together, okay? She had said that she was like, you know what, I really have grown so much, and everyone will always hate me because of who I was in like 2024, and I'm like, girl, you're literally still the same person. Like, look at her parenting skills, look at the comments that she makes. Like, you guys could tell by the title of the video, she's literally saying that she does not like Mexicans. She has like a reasoning for it. It's because of like her ex's, like, you know, family, aka her in-laws. And I'm just sitting over here like, look, I have to say this, okay? And oh my gosh, hopefully, because I know some people really just like to just misconstrue my words, so hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. There's bad apples in every bunch, every religion, every race, everything. And to base your opinion off of just your, you know, interactions with your families or your in-laws, let's just say your ex's family, I was going to say, I think that's crazy, okay? I think it's ignorant. I think it's childish. I think it's very immature. And on top of that, too, y'all, can we just keep it a bug? Like, his family probably just didn't like her, just like the rest of the world. Do you know what I'm saying? So the fact that she's lumping Mexicans as whole, it's just like, girl, you're kind of crazy. Also, a lot of people were calling her crazy because I guess during the Mexico-England match, she was saying that she was going for England, which, you know, to each their own, but I'm just like, obviously we know the reasoning behind that. She literally likes to say that her family is from England, but you guys, she had also said before too that her dad's from Mexico. So I'm just kind of like, girl, look, I know obviously like the UK and like, you know, England in general and stuff is just, you know, like America, obviously where it's like a mix of races. However, I'm sure she has some, you know, Mexican in her. You know what I mean? Which is just kind of like, girl, especially when you got out there and said before that your dad is from Mexico. Like, I just don't get it. She's over here, my family's from England. And I'm just kind of like, girl, you know what? Coming from her, I think that she likes to say that because I think that she thinks that it makes her sound fancy. Do you know what I'm saying? Which I'm just like, oh, girl. Which, by the way, oh my gosh, you guys are going to see me saying that. Oh my God, ironically enough, me saying that she feels like she sounds fancy or whatever by saying that her family's from England. She literally thinks that Mexicans think that they're better than everybody. You guys, that is so crazy to me. I have, like, nothing but the complete opposite opinions, okay? Anyways, before we get into that, because you guys were tagging me in this TikTok, I thought this was so hilarious. I had to play it for you guys. She literally asked, I can't even say it because then mine, and she doesn't shut up, y'all. I have the soundbar one, and she, like, malfunctions, but she asked ALEXA, you know? She gonna start talking. What, like, who Ash Trevino is or whatever, and y'all, not ALEXA. ALEXA. Oh my gosh, y'all. The way I just can't say it because this one malfunctions. If I were to say it, like, she don't shut up and I'm like, quiet, quiet, quiet. Anyway, she asked, you know, who Ash Trevino is, and y'all, she straight up roasted Ash. Check this out.
Who is Ash Trevino? Did I say astronaut? Ash Trevino is a 37-year-old Texas TikTok influencer known for posting about dating incarcerated men. She was arrested in December 2025 on 2 felony charges related to healthcare and welfare benefits.
That's new.
Oh, hell no, that's no. Oh, she updated.
No,
She never used to say I got arrested.
No, she didn't put your shit up.
More about Ash Trevino.
Oscar Pino is a Texas TikTok influencer who was arrested on December 17, 2025 in Venus, Texas.
So IMAX has decided to boot the Odyssey out of their IMAX screens, and now Spider-Man Brand New Day will have tickets go on sale tomorrow, and we will get Spider-Man Brand New Day in IMAX on August 7th. And it's so crazy to think about because John Bernthal, Tom Holland, and Zendaya are all three both in Spider-Man Brand New Day and the Odyssey. And before Spider-Man Brand New Day came out, I was saying that I really do think this movie could hit the $2.5 billion mark, especially since No Way Home almost did it without a China release. And with this news right here, there's just no doubt in my mind, bro. This movie, with IMAX releases, maybe 2.7 billion now. I don't know. I guess we're gonna see. But if you're one of the lucky few who live by an IMAX theater, make sure you purchase your tickets tomorrow and go see Spider-Man Brand New Day one more time in IMAX. Have a good day.
Teens can share bacteria that can cause meningitis B through certain everyday behaviors. While rare, meningitis rates reach a peak in 16 to 23-year-olds. Is your teen missing meningitis B vaccination? Ask their doctor today.
Why did they have such a clean shave the entire trip? Like, I shaved, I think, 2 days ago. This was the Artemis crew on the way to the launch pad. This was them on day 8 after circling the moon and returning home. Look at their faces. Not once did they even have a 5 o'clock shadow. They had the cleanest shave I've ever seen in my life every single day. And okay, maybe they just shaved in space every single day, twice a day. Is it even safe to shave in space? Never mind have your hair flying all over the place. Loose hair is not safe in a spaceship. It is considered a hazard and is actively managed, not allowed to float freely. Stray hairs can be trapped in sensitive equipment, clog critical or be inhaled or get into astronauts' eyes. Astronauts typically keep hair short or tied back. I've never seen a woman's hair in space tied up. 100% of the time, it is out. You already know why that is. On average, it is normal to lose 50, 100, or 150 hairs from your head per day. So they were gone for 10 days, so times 3 minus this guy because he doesn't have any hair. Thousands and thousands of hairs would be all over the place. They state themselves can be very dangerous to the equipment. This is them when they got back after the 10th day, and their facial hair is the exact same as when they left.
Pack my bag with me for Pilates. I always bring my favorite Clarins products to get ready with for after class, especially because I'm going straight into my day. The first thing I'll use is the 2-in-1 serum to visibly firm my skin, smooth wrinkles, boost radiance, and refine pores in 7 days. Then I followed up with the new 2-in-1 firming plus radiance boosting face cream to visibly lift, firm, plump, and define my facial contours, plus it reduces wrinkles. I then top it off with my go-to lip perfector, and I'm ready to start my day. Shop now at Clarins.com.
Really only so. How you got beef with me, but you ain't got no beef in your refrigerator? That's why you mad. You hungry.
I realized this song was playing in my head over and over. And it was a song that I listened to last night, and I was dancing to it and daydreaming and fantasizing, and I realized that the song is still playing in my head today. It's like a drug, to be honest, a trance, a type of self-hypnosis. You know, you're actually hypnotizing yourself. Because, you know, if it were not to be there, I guess the emptiness, the quiet, would really be disturbing. And so the brain holds on to these rhythms, music, and it provides sensation, I guess, you know, a drug. It's really a type of drug, and you're really, it's like a tranquilizer too. It's just like all other drugs, nicotine, alcohol, marijuana. It helps you escape a little bit, and it keeps you occupied. Because to not be occupied, well, that, who knows where that leads. And so now I'm very curious, like, is music...
Did you know that after having a baby, your partner's DNA, the father, your baby daddy, stays in your body for years? Not only does it stay in your body for years, but it increases with the amount of children that you have. So if you ever find yourself acting out of character, you're like, what happened? What's wrong? It's not you, girl. You're acting like your baby daddy.
Okay, so is this true? So during a pregnancy, fetal DNA can enter the vascular system of the pregnant individual. That's how we do
Yes, the DNA from your partner could be present in your body years, decades down the road. And this is an example of something called microchimerism. And that's when one individual has two different sets of DNA present in your body. For example, if a person gets a bone marrow transplant, they can have the DNA of their bone marrow. Now, what is not true is this, and this is a post that circulated on social media. And this stored DNA from every man they've ever made lovey love with study lines. That is not true. So please, if you see a post saying that, you need to call them out.
Well, they don't want to hear the truth. Post it. Post it.
I'm not gonna lie. I will post this video every single day until DoorDash see this. I'm pissed off right now. DoorDash, y'all got me fucked up. I ordered my food on DoorDash, y'all, 2 hours ago. Mind you, I ordered my food 2 hours ago. I tipped and I paid for express delivery. Why does my Dasher get to the store to pick up my food, and then all of a sudden, after he is at the line waiting for my food, he cancels my order, y'all? So after he cancels my order, it says, okay, finding you a new Dasher nearby. I get a new Dasher. She gets to the restaurant to pick up my order. A couple moments later, she texts me. She's like, hey, the restaurant is there. So basically, they stole my food. Just text me. And sent me the order to pick it up. And now they're telling her they'll give her another. So I contact DoorDash, and DoorDash refunds me my money and tells me to just place the order again because they can't reorder it if the order is still live on the thing. So they just canceled it and credited me my money back. I go and place my order again, y'all. My Dasher gets to the restaurant, picks my food up, gets all the way to my apartment, but she goes on the opposite end of the building that I'm on. And I'm outside already. So I'm telling her, hey, pull out and make a left. I'm on this side of the building. So she pulls out, and instead of making the left, she makes a right and pulls up at the light and makes another left and ends up all the way down the street. And she's like 5 minutes away. And so I'm texting her, I'm like, man, all you have to do is make a left. Like, I just seen you make a right. And she's like, I had to turn around. And I'm like, she's like, it's not my fault that. She said, it's not my fault that they GPS gave me the wrong address. I said, it's not the wrong address. You're just at the wrong side of the building. She texts us back and says, you know what? I'm canceling your order. You can contact DoorDash. Next thing you know, I get a notification, order complete. I contact DoorDash and I'm like, hey guys, go look at the chat. She told me that she's canceling the order to contact you guys, but then she still marked my order as complete. Why the fuck do they refund me $6? My shit was almost $30. They're like, there's nothing we can do about it. We're going to have to escalate this to the review team. The lady on the phone, she's like, I do see that she told me she was going to cancel your order and to contact them. So yeah, I'm trying to get this resolved for you so we can get your money back so you can order some food again. And she was like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. We're going to escalate this. But I get an email 20 minutes later. DoorDash is still my motherfucking food 2 different times within a 1 hour time span and don't give me my motherfucking money back? Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all got me fucked up, no shade. Y'all need to do something about that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this play.
I was not expecting this much of a transformation. This is the new NARS Notorious mascara in Starstruck Black, and my lashes instantly look. Zendaya is now the hot.
I will go and check the dryer.
حرب الايجو قوي كتير بين وائل ومايا. خلينا نشوف شو قال وائل اليوم.
عندي سؤال كمان. البروش انا مجبور
عتلهم البروش عتلهم البروش ايش
لانه ما بتستحقه يعني. قصف جبهه هذا.
صفني يعني
هذا قصف بالاخر اجى. يا قلة ادب ما بسمح فيها. شو البروش هذا انا فيني احتفظ فيه مثلا اخليه مع امي وما اعطيه لحدا ولا انا لازم اعطيه لبنتي؟
هلا البروش هو شغل امك هي اللي عطتها البروش.
ما حبيت هالحركة من وائل انه عم بيستقوي على مايا بغيابها صراحة. برجع بذكركم انه هي مايا كانت الغلطانة الغلط الاكبر بالموقف نفسه، ولكن هلا كلام وائل ابدا ما له داعي. وعلى سيرة القصص اللي ما لها داعي، اليوم بدنا نتعلم اتيكيت الاكل. نحن وعم ناكل خاصة اذا عم نحط قصص كتير بتمنا ما المفروض نحكي. ليش؟ لانه هيك.
قبل ما اي نحكي عليك في النزول
حتى واحد. ايوه ما خاف حتى واحد. حتى جاني قال بعت عيني من الايقونتات بس ما تخليش تكون صوت.
انت حكيها المره اللي فاتت عشان اقعد سالت السؤال وانا ما كنتش بساله اما كنت شو طيب يعني.
على ايش احزن على ايش؟
ما في عن نفس الموضوع. مش انا اكثر شيء من اللي عجبني سكتت. انا ما راح احكي ما يطلع الموضوع. شغله صديقتنا. حتى المنيرة لازمك شوية دم برد وشوية زبدة تحط شهدود، شوية دم برد شوية تحط شهدود.
لينا وآية ألف صحة وهنا.
Tickets right now to see our movie.
Our new movie, One Night Only?
Yeah, that's the one. Yes.
Yeah. Get in there, babe. Okay. Go, I'll be there. I'm really good at it. We'll see you in theaters on Go, go, go. Come on, go, 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 go. You can go back and see it again multiple times after.
My friend told me that you can always tell how much someone likes you by the way that they take your pictures. And when she first said that, I was like, girl, I don't know. But then she had the proof. She explained like picture taking as some form kind of like a love language. You have to catch their angles. You have to be patient with them. You have to make sure that you know you're catching their best shot. Like, are you getting where the lighting hits them right? Are you taking it in an angle that accents them the best? And it really is a lot of thought that goes into taking good pictures. And say like I'm the one that's being photographed, my partner is taking my pictures. Like if I don't like the pictures that he's taking and I give him critique, is he like irritated like, oh, come on, let's go? Like, or is he like, okay, babes, like, okay, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to adjust? Like, is he patient? Is he always like, every time you ask him to take a picture, or do they roll their eyes? Or are they like, okay, like, let me flick you up. Like, what do you want? And then as time goes on, do they learn your angles? Do they learn you? Do they learn how you like your pictures taken? So it really is a lot of love and thought that goes into having a good picture being taken. And it even goes with not even just romantic relationships, like platonic relationships. Like, I put so much into it when I take my friends' pictures. I want them to see the best version of themselves. And if your partner never wants to see the best, like, doesn't want you to see the best version of yourself, then that's concerning. The friend that told me this, she literally showed me pictures of herself that her ex took versus the pictures that her new amazing boyfriend took of her. And y'all, when I tell you it was night and day, this boyfriend, he caught the angles. He was on it. Like, she said he's so patient with her. And she does social media photography. Like, so she's really into the aesthetic. But oh my goodness, her pictures that her new boyfriend takes, chef's kiss. That old boyfriend, trash, poochies. I'm so glad he's out the window. I mean, of course they're going to take like the funny, kind of crazy pictures. But if you know you want a good picture and they're taking horrible pictures, according to my girl, you might need to reevaluate their relationship. And I must agree.
Now when you book a place to get away from screens, you can also book a chef to get away from dishes.
This is why it's so hard for me to make friends, okay? Because tell me why I was talking to this girl who I used to go to school with, and she was just catching me up, and she was telling me how, you know, she had a daughter with a previous relationship, and then like she remarried, and now she has a total like I think 4 kids, and she's like, oh, you know, everything's
great. But my daughter, man, like my daughter's being so bad at school. She's 16 years old. And you know, me and my husband are always fighting because he's always having to like step in because, you know, he's the man of the house and like, you know, it's just causing a lot of problems. And I was like, oh, is her dad not involved? Yeah, he is, but you know, we're still going through court stuff because I don't really want him in her life because I don't like his new wife, blah 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 blah, right? And I'm just like, okay. And then she goes, yeah, my husband had a, you know, spank her the other day. And I'm like, spank her? Like, she's 16 years old. That's not even her dad, right? But anyways, she's like, he had to spank her. And, like, she made it a big old deal. She called my mom. She called her dad. They called the cops. Like, it was a big old thing. And, like, my husband had to do what he had to do. Like, she was being bad at school. And I was like, well, what is she doing? Oh, we got a call. She was being late to her first period. And, like, that's not acceptable because, you know, this. And I'm like, what? So I'm just hearing her, and I could not get over the stepdad hitting a 16-year-old. Like, am I wrong for thinking like that? Like, it's not that I don't believe in spanking, guys, but I think that spanking after a certain age is not spanking anymore. Like, spanking a toddler is different than spanking a 15, 16, 17-year-old girl. Okay? Even a boy. Like, there's fucking no way in hell I would be okay with my husband, the father of my children, hitting my kids at that age. Because you could talk, you could punish, there's some million things you could do before spanking, before hitting someone, right? And then to make it worse, this is your husband, her stepdad? No. And she was just like delusional. She was like, everybody's getting involved. And it's just like the fucking same situation. You see the same shit you see in documentaries where the stepdad does all the things that they're not supposed to and end up doing some horrible shit to their stepchildren, you know? And it's just like, I cannot. Some of you moms nowadays, like, I don't know, you guys prioritize the wrong motherfucking thing. Like, I understand you guys are lonely, you guys have your needs, but putting a marriage over your kids like that is crazy. And this is why I'm very selective with the people I have in my life, because I just cannot. And there's a lot of people out there that will defend this shit. Like, oh yeah, girl, you gotta be a man first. Fuck no. Like, that's not a friend. That's just fucking someone that's desperate and lonely because no.
I want my garage to feel like a bonus room, not just a makeshift storage unit. My neighbor's looks like a luxury gym, while mine has this oil stain on the floor that I swear is judging me. Do I paint the floor? Do I try to epoxy it? Is there a difference? Or do I just like saying epoxy? I watched a tutorial once and it looked intense. I want my garage to feel like a bonus room, not just a makeshift storage unit. My neighbor's looks like a luxury gym, while mine has this oil stain on the floor that I swear is judging me. Do I paint the floor? Do I try to epoxy it? Is there a difference? Or do I just like saying epoxy? I watched a tutorial once and it looked intense.
Okay.
I want my garage to feel like a bonus room, not just a makeshift storage unit. My neighbor's looks like a luxury gym. Mine has this oil stain on
Lord,
the floor
that
that I
killing me.
swear is judging me. Do I paint the floor? Do I try to epoxy it? Is there a difference? Or do I just like saying epoxy? I watched a tutorial once and it looked intense. I want my garage to feel like a
Enough.
bonus room.
I think the only way to do social media properly and correctly is to truly not give a shit what people have to say. Because at the end of the day, it's about being your genuine self. Or if you do comedy and you're skits like me, it's about just posting.
All right. So I guess now I need to sit down. Before I sit down, I need to check on my laundry dryer one more time, because that's ridiculous. They need to remove their clothes. They need to be more responsible about the other neighbor who are 7 floors, and we are still occupied the dryers. I'll come back. Oh, back. Finally. Imagine, finally. The people who came after me, they already have their laundry out. And the people before both of us is still have the laundry now. They didn't pick their clothes from the dryer, and they just have the dryer for themselves. That's not fair. All right, I'm going to lay down. Alright, get ready for tomorrow. And then for the night, I'm getting okay, have the short for the night, and then I'll still have the top. Just wash in the dryer, and then keep organize the rest.
So teenage boy haircuts and men haircuts should not be the same price. So barbers come from
routine of age. Don't realize how before you get
أسألك سؤال وجاوب.
So Hulu released a mini documentary of Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
Here's my prediction for the new year. I literally feel like Christmas next year will not exist. I do not feel that Christmas is going to be the way. I feel they're going to eradicate our ability to do this. Like, I am seriously, I know people are like, 2026. Day on the fake calendar to fake do that in order to reverse world it, in order to affect things because people don't do their research. I don't care. No, 2026, I think we are, and I don't care that it's a pagan holiday either. I literally think that it's there. Anyway, that's what I think. Please talk about something. You know, I talk about everything. Every single getting older would be like, fine lines, gray hairs, feeling a little more tired. But no one told me it can literally affect how comfortable you feel in your own body and even in relationships. What the heck? I just felt less comfortable, less like myself. Physical stuff too, like dryness, discomfort during intimacy. I was not expecting that. When I started using KY Ultra Gel, it just feels natural, which makes such a difference because when you feel more comfortable, you feel more present, more connected.
All right, so y'all already know what it is with me. I'm a full-time avoidant attachment, anxious attachment, relationship, and marriage dating coach. And by doing what I do and sharing thousands and thousands and thousands of stories about my experiences dating an avoidant, being married to an avoidant, it is my job to bring those nuanced and very niche things that I figure out and say, this is an interesting overlap. Getting married and having babies, now your avoidant wants to get married and have a baby. So this creates a lot of of a mask, right? And on top of this mask, avoidant attached individuals, what's the first thing that they do when they say breaking up with you? Oh, I can't be who you want me to be. I'm tired of pretending. I've been faking the whole time. I haven't been who I wanted to be. That's a very interesting statement because many of my clients, like it's not like all of them, but it's happening so much so that I'm like, yo, this is something juicy. Are finding out that they're avoidant is watching porn or having relationships or doing things with the opposite gender that they're attracted to. What am I trying to say if that sounds confusing to you? That their avoidant may be GAY, or their avoidant may be if they are in a couple where both of them are of the opposite gender, and I was confused because it's like, well, we're both GAY, or people who are in hetero relationships with their women. Sometimes my clients will be like, oh, well, like I went through his like phone and I found him watching like stuff of like two guys, or you know, if it's two guys, it's like, oh, he was watching stuff with like girls, or I found him flirting with another girl. I guess what I'm trying to say is like it's important to understand that these breakups, a lot of these breakups, like do not have anything to do with you specifically. But when you're anxious, that's exactly where the blame goes. There was something wrong with me. Me. They don't like me. But sometimes, I've noticed that avoidance as individuals from doing this so often, they be blowing shit up because they don't. Sorry, it was grabbing lunch. It's because they don't want to explain. They don't be wanting to explain. They don't be wanting to explain when they blew y'all savings account on something stupid, like they have a gambling addiction that they don't want to disclose. They don't want to tell you about, like, you know, that they cheated, so they blow up the whole thing so that you never find out that they cheated until like years later when they find the courage to confess. Like, there are so many things that these people be doing that's like, it has nothing to do with you, but like they pick like the easiest, like, okay, like the easiest kind of like complaint, like, I don't know why. This video is interesting to you guys, insightful, and so much more. And if you need a one-on-one call, you know where to find me. This is my only TikTok at Antonio Breeze, ANTONIO, very easy. Take the dreams. سعاد ما بعرف شو راحت عملت، راحت على المطبخ وبتعرفوا لماذا مثلا شغل يعني انفولفد، يعني مش اكثر من هيك، كلهم قاعدين تحت سقف واحد، فبتقرب لينا حد حديث سعاد، وليكوا شو بتقول سعاد.
لقيتها نايمة، خليتها ونزلت. وين؟ خليتها ونزلت. يا ديرة مايا، أنا بتعامل مع البنات كلها هيك. شبيه هدية دخلت روحها هدية؟ أنا بنتك سعيدة دخلت روحها هدية. هدية معنا نهارين هدية دخلت روحها. أنا عاشرة توانسة ونعرفهم توانسة.
يعني صراحة أنا كثير حابب البرنامج علم المشتركين والأميات تحديدا على شيء اسمه اتيكيت. هدية عيب. أول شيء هذا التأشير وعلى وحدة هيك واقفة بهالقد يعني عيب. أول شغلة يعني مش حلو تعملوا هيك. ثاني شيء سعاد بنشوف بيسكت توانسة صرنا بالدول. عم بلش احس انه مشكلة ليليا وسعاد لها علاقة انه ليليا تونسية ما بعرف. هلا هي اجت تونسية ثانية متأخرة لنام وطلعت الحرة كلها بليليا، الله أعلم والله أنا بطلت عم بفهم شيء من شيء. هل هي حافظة على زوجها ولا شو بعرفنا؟
All right. Tuesday, Wednesday. I still have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ay.
كيف يعني يا منير؟ يقولوا لي مثلا بتمني هيك.
Oh, almost full. We're back.
يمكن سعاد ما كانت تستاهل من هالتبرير، بس هذا بدل على اخلاقها لليليا صراحه. وهن قاعدين عم يحكوا هذا الحديث الحلو بين آية، ليليا وابتسام، اجى الامهات وبتجي اولهم مين؟ سعاد، وليكوا هذا الموقف.
كيف؟ هي مو بدها وكمان يعني فقالوا يحسوا انه انا ممكن، فعشان هيك لما نقرا يشوفوا شو هاي كأنها بالمدرسة. السلام عليكم. قولي لي حبستيها؟
لا صحيح. هي صفة تكون برا مساعدة بالطبخ.
نتخيل قاعدة بالمطبخ.
Never, and I mean never, invite your coworkers to your home. And here's why. Hi, I'm Andrew. I've been with Arthur for 10 years. Oh, so you think your coworkers is cool? But pause. You know, for a reason, you should keep them out of your house. Number one, they may have ill intentions. Sometimes people want to learn how you live so they can better understand who you are, what neighborhood you live in, who you live with, how beautiful your decor is. These are all things that they store in their mind that they could potentially use against you. Which leads us into number two. Now you could become workplace gossip. Wait, how could they afford to live there? Wait, they also have a nice car in the driveway. And wait, is that a limited edition? So yeah, this coworker is definitely gonna run it up to other people at work. And finally, now your boundaries will get disrespected. When people come to your house, now they may feel comfortable. And sometimes that comfort means they'll disrespect your boundaries. Bottom line is, meet these people in a public place, or I'll just see you at work.
Now, this is a perhaps slightly more woo-woo topic, and that's okay. I'm not a really big woo-woo guy, but I do think that there are some principles that are really important, and one of them is the energy that you bring to the content you're putting out there. So if you pay attention to me right now, as this video goes, I'm putting more energy, more oomph into it, and people will feel that. Right? They will feel that energy and it will energize them. This is why people listen to really good music that pumps them up, that matches the mood state they want to get into. Like, I know a lot of sales guys, what they will do before they ever do a sales call is they will put their big headphones on, they will put like the music that amps them up, that gets them excited, that changes their physiological state. Because when the physiological state changes, the mental and emotional state changes too. Right? So think about the energy that you're bringing.
I'm feeling like a bad bitch on goddamn thing. If you ain't my bitch, you just a bitch in the goddamn way. You say that for your respect. It's my night.
In 2020, a group of ex-engineers from Stanford and MIT got tired of watching their friends lose hours to TikTok and Instagram. They built something different, a feed that looks exactly like TikTok. Same swipe, same dopamine, but every post is an idea from a real book, podcast, or expert, condensed into 20 seconds. No outrage, no gossip, no noise. Internal data from last year showed the average user reads the equivalent of 47 books in their first year without realizing it. Tech CEOs quietly use it. Most people have never heard of it. It's called Deep Stash. People who still want to think. Free on the App Store with incredible insights from top books, podcasts, and TED Talks. Get smarter every day in an easy way. Try it now. In 2020, a group of ex-engineers from Stanford and MIT got tired of watching their friends lose hours to TikTok and Instagram. They built something different, a feed that looks exactly like TikTok. Same swipe, same dopamine. No outrage, no gossip, no noise. Internal data from last year showed the average user reads the equivalent of 47 books in their first year. Use it. Most people have never heard of it. It's called Deep Stash. Some people call it TikTok for people who still want. So I just listened to Ariana Grande's new album, Pedal, and I am genuinely concerned now. I feel like Ariana is majorly playing her face. Takeaway is that the artist is losing touch with reality as a result of these compulsion. I swear, I think that the herself with her hair messily coming in front of her face, and she's smiling through the turmoil of a dysfunctional situation. I'll come back to this later, but keep this imagery in mind. The album opens with the song Kiss Me, which I actually think is a pretty accurate thesis statement for the project, that being that Ariana has been trying to avoid her negative perceptions of the world or people's negative perceptions of her by drowning it out with love. I think that this love can be defined in 3 different ways throughout the album. There's fandom love, self-love, and romantic love. Where my concern grows is how these different forms of love are presented throughout the project. While again, there's plenty of room for interpretation, it seems like romantic love is the main focus of the project. Yet again, for Ariana Grande. Out of the 11 and a half tracks on the album, 4 of them are about being hopelessly devoted to a man, and this devotion is frequently presented as being overtly sexual or involving some kind of sexual subservience.
Ow.
But you can't fully accuse the artist of glamorizing this mindset as she goes on to critique some of these behaviors in tracks like Freak, Oh Well, or even the title track itself, Pedal. But number one, I think that the track list is not properly arranged to tell a story of moving through these habits and becoming a better version of herself. Instead, we go back and forth throughout the entire project wondering if Ariana is going to choose to truly prioritize her mental health or if her pussy is actually too perfect for her to live a normal life. And I'm not being entirely facetious when I say that. There are multiple lyrics throughout the album that are expressly about her desirability as it relates to her body, with no contrasting commentary. This album in many ways actually reconfirms the eye-roll-inducing mentality that Ariana had on the remix of Sympathy is a Knife by Charli XCX, in which Ariana proposes that she is suffering at the hands of jealous or perverted people simply because she is too pretty. And yes, Charli's album Brat tackled a lot of complexities within the female experience, talked a lot about the detriments of womanhood in general, and so I don't think that Ariana Grande's perspective was entirely unwelcome. I just personally found it to be a little bit silly on a track that is definitively about being an underdog. I digress. By the end of the album, the finale track Nowhere Nobody simply suggests that maybe this is the way it was always meant to be. Maybe Ariana was meant to take these bad habits to the grave so long as she's able to access a certain level of self-love. Essentially, she's pardoning herself for decisions she's made in the past by choosing to take it day by day. Especially when it comes to trying to be happy despite your situation. Because Ariana concludes the idea that she can ultimately do whatever she wants because it is her life. What I don't appreciate about this project is that it doesn't properly tackle the sexual transgressions of men or the systems that supposedly feed into her behavior. The closest we get to a critique of these outside factors is on the title track Pedal, but that song is more interpretable as critiquing industry heads or unruly fandom at large rather than examining the over-sexualization of women or Ariana's self-depreciating. In fact, Ariana goes out of her way on Pedal to remind us that she is not truly a victim of herself because she is filthy rich and beautiful. And yes, the statement could be seen as sarcastic, but again, I don't think that the album takes any large steps towards any feminist narrative that would allow me to interpret these statements as satirical or sarcastic in that way. Freak is the most poignant and unsettling track on the entire record. It actually might be the best song on the album, because I think that that track is actually the closest we get to Ariana denouncing the need to perform for men in bed. I think that the track being titled Freak is very, very intentional. Throughout her career, Ariana has maintained an image of childlike fragility paired with overtly sexual lyrics and music videos. I think that Ariana is admitting here that she does engage in perverse sexual acts to satisfy her male counterparts, even though that may go directly against her morals or desire. And I'll allow you to decide what those acts may be. Based on the way that Ariana emphasizes her size and her innocence on tracks like Bunny Hop and Big Feelings, it leads my mind to a really sad and disturbing conclusion. If we look a little closer at Bunny Hop, right, I find that track is especially its placement in the track list order. As a has such a great industry, and I don't understand why the final romantic note that we're concluding on is he's so fine, I know he's bad for me, but I just can't resist. He's like my teacher. At the end of the day, I just felt kind of icked out by this album. After my first listen, the cover art started to make too much sense. Ariana is lost. The same male-dominated industry that pedestalized her for her desirability is also now shaming her in the same breath. It seems to leave Ariana unsure at the end of the day if she's able to access with her experiences as a child star or as a young female celebrity. And I just hope that the young women and girls who are listening to this album can actually see the narrative that is being presented here and the terrifying reality of being a woman and feeding into the male desire. Because all I'm hearing is a woman who is on the brink of self-destruction. Exactly where she stands. And while Ariana Grande's behaviors and habits may be permissible due to her status, they are not to be replicated. As a longtime fan of Ariana Grande, I really do not intend any
Jen Hamilton's platform is a lot bigger. Oh, that's the political. Wait, what? No.
Everybody asking if we don't know already, Kamar is safe. He contacted us, so yes, he's fine. He's not hurt or anything. He was going through a couple days. He just needed a little break to himself, so he's going through that right now. Everybody a couple more days to figure out. Support us, and it was just amazing to see. So I really appreciate everybody who tried to help everybody.
It wasn't even about the avoidance because anxious partners don't understand themselves either. And this is one thing. I need is some type of reassurance when you pull away. The only thing I need is intention. I need for you to be sure and serious about the decisions you make and, be decisive. Let me know that you're choosing me. If I have all of those things, I'll be great. And the relationship will just work out. I'm sorry to tell you this, but that is furthest from the truth. Because that does not change your nervous system as an anxious attached partner. Yes, their behavior, as in the avoidance behavior, or even your partner, it could be someone secure that disconnects, because what you have to realize is a person disconnecting is common. Does not matter your attachment style. It's called being human. And what you don't understand is that what resurfaced your
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check on my dryer, and then I'm going to rest. Bring the dryer, fold the clothes from the dryer, keep organizing my outfit for the rest of the week, pack them, and then and yeah. But I'm gonna end the live right now because I need to rest for real. And neck, shoulder, lower back, foot, everything, I can't breathe anymore. Like the medication is start fading and I need something else to get me like with that pain. I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, and also I need to lay down and rest, and then, as I said, check the dryer. And yeah. All right, talk to you later. Love you.